In this video, we're going to take a look at the different parts of the bow and the arrow as archery equipment. Okay, as you see here, there's a bow, and it's numbered several different places. This is how your quiz is going to look too, so pay attention to how things are numbered. Number 1 points to what's called the lower limb. When you hold the bow, this portion of the bow will be down on the lower part below your arm. This is where you'll grip the bow, hence why it's called a bow grip. Piece number 2, you'll want to make sure that you have a strong arm forward, which we'll talk about some technique stuff when we actually get into shooting. But this is where you'll actually grip the bow. The upper limb, opposite the lower limb, upper part of the bow. You can see the two black pieces on either side of the bow grip spread out a little bit. That's how you'd actually adjust the tension of the bow. So you have the upper limb and the lower limb. In the middle is the bow grip, 1, 2, and 3. Number 4 is the arrow rest. When you actually attach the arrow to the bow, thread the bow, you will set the arrow on top of this notch, and it will help it fly straighter. The nock locator is 5. It's kind of hard to see in this picture, but it's an actual white part of the bow. You will use this to kind of help guide where you're actually setting up the arrow. This part is a cam, and a compound bow, which is what this is. It allows you to add a great amount of tension to the bow. Once you pull back far enough, the tension will become easier for you to actually pull the bow back. But that's the function of the cam. Let's talk about 2 pieces on the arrow. One is the fletching. The fletching refers to the 3 feathers that are at the end of the arrow. This allows the arrow to fly straight. Something really important to understand with this: with every fletching, with every arrow you pick up, the fletching will be 2 colors. In this case, there's 2 orange parts of the fletching and a yellow part. The yellow part should be pointing outward when you put the arrow on the bow. This will allow the arrow to fly straight. Part 2 is the nock. This is a notch that is at the end of the arrow. You'll use this to attach it to the bow, and this will allow you to pull the bow back and fire. So this is just some basic parts of the bow and the arrow within archery equipment.